Gain the upper hand.
Shut up and sell.
The end of humanity. The end of civilization.
For God's sake, sell.
Fine. For myself, I wouldn't hesitate for a minute. For those few whom I love.
Harry, aren't you going to ask me?
No, my dear. There's too much at stake. This isn't your concern.
Who's going to go and negotiate?
Wait till I get the manuscript.
Harry, for God's sake, don't go!
Just to escape you. You thousand-headed death. You mass-rebelling matter. You insensible crowd. Oh God, a flood. A flood. Just one more chance to preserve human life aboard a single boat.
Don't be afraid, man. We'll sail far away from here and found a model human colony. We'll start like over from where it began.
Stop. Be quiet.
Man, life is worthwhile. And as long as it matters to us, we will make this. Something we've neglected. We'll form a little state with one ship.
Well, I'd start over again in a minute. A good old-fashioned shepherd's life, that would be enough for me. The peace, the air.
And that little slave ours would be the embryo of future generations. You know, that little isle where humanity could take root and gather strength. Strength of body and soul. And God knows, I believe, in years, it could take over the world again.
Do you believe that, even today?
Even today. Albert, I believe that it will happen. Humanity will once again rule the lands and the seas. And it will give birth to a countless number of heroes who will carry their fiery souls at the heads of the people.
Where's Reason's manuscript?
In your safe, where else would it be?
It's missing. Someone's stolen it.
Impossible.
Damn it, don't tell me.
God, no.
Quiet. Who stole it?
I did.
Where did you put it?
Harry, I'll tell you everything. And for God's sake, just forgive me.
Where did you put it?
I burned it. This morning with those copies.
You burned it?
For God's sake, Harry!
Oh, heavens.
Then we're lost.
What have I done?
It'll be all right. Please. Just sit down.
You're shaking.
But Gall and Hollemeyer probably know by heart what was written there.
That goes without saying. At least some parts, that is.
Yes, almost everything, up to the biogen and the omega enzyme. We produce these particular robots so rarely. Its formula yields too small results.
Oh, well, who made them?
I did myself every once in a while, always following Reason's manuscript. You see, it's too complicated.
Well, what? Does it rely so heavily on those two fluids?
To some extent. Certainly.
This is to say, yes, it does depend on them. That was the real secret.
Go. Couldn't you reconstruct the formula from memory?
Impossible.
Don't try to remember for all of our lives.
I can't. Not without experiments.
And if you performed experiments?
Even then, that could take years. I'm not old enough.
Well, what now?
Harry. What have I done?
Tell us. Why did you burn it?
I've destroyed you all.
Tell us why.
Because I wanted us to go away. All of us. I wanted for there to be no more factory or anything. It was dreadful.
What was?
The people had become sterile flowers.
I don't understand.
You know, Harry, people have stopped being born. Emma said that this is a punishment. Everyone's been saying that too many robots have been made, so no more people can be born. That's why. That's the reason. Do you understand?
You were thinking about that?
Harry, I really meant well.
You did well, ma'am. Now the robots can no longer multiply. And they'll die out. Within 20 years, there won't be a single one of those bastards left.
And mankind will endure. In 20 years, the world will belong to man again. Even if it's only to a couple of savages on the tiny island.
That'll be a start. And as long as there's some small beginning, that's fine. In 1,000 years, they'll have caught up to where we are now, and then surpass even that.
To accomplish what we only dreamed of.
Wait. Oh, what a joke I am. God in heaven, why didn't I think of this before?
Think of what?
There's the $520 million in cash and checks. The $500 million sitting in the safe. For $500 million they'd sell. Well, for $500 million.
Have you lost your mind, Busman?
I'm no gentleman, but for $500 million, where are you going? Leave me alone. Mother of God, for $500 million, anything can be done.
Doing? He should stay here with us.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You've really made the grade, and the papers want to know whose shirts you wear. Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way, and the stars look very different today.